I'm actually really tired of hearing my own voice making these videos multiple times per day, every day. I don't want to make these videos. This YouTube channel is not a social media channel. It is not me trying to be social or looking for friends. This social media account was started as a desperate cry for help regarding a lot of criminal activity and acts being committed against not just me, but my family by the career criminals who the Greenville Group are housing in large numbers in the building complex where I have been renting a residential unit from the Greenville Group since July of 2011. As I keep mentioning, when I moved in July of 2011, and for the first couple of years after that, the tenant population of this building complex was stable and mostly normal and functional. There were no issues. Nobody was telling me that they could see what I do in my bathroom. My stuff wasn't getting stolen from the hiding places where I was hiding it that nobody should have any knowledge of. Everything was fairly normal. There were a number of graduate students living in this building who were musicians, and you could hear them playing their instruments through the open windows during the summer months. There were nursing students living in this building. There were actual nurses. There was a fairly decent mix of working class people, students, and people such as myself who were working as research scientists at the master's level. So white collar professionals. There were a few of those too. And then sometime in 2013, that all changed. And what seemed like a lot of career criminals moved into my floor. I wasn't sure if it was the whole building or just my floor, but all of a sudden there were people literally picking the lock to my door while I was inside of my unit and watching them unlocking my door from the outside and then stepping into my apartment while I was watching them stepping into my apartment and engaging in vandalism right in front of my eyes. That happened sometime in early 2014. And the person engaging in this breaking and entering blatantly was Jasmine Irizarry, a severely disturbed psychopath who the property manager at the time, Oleg Aleseyev, placed in Unit 78 directly next door to me. The problem with career criminals and with the criminal groups who sponsor them, such as the Greenville Group, is that when you speak out about crimes being committed against you by them, they retaliate by starting a smear campaign against you. And often they start with your friends and the people that you do business with. They literally hate stalk you to find out who you know, who you hang out with, and where you go. And they try to interfere with your relationships with those closest to you by making up a bunch of stories that play on people's greatest fears. They target their lies based on the person that they are trying to defame you to. And often, unfortunately, that temporarily seems to have an effect on your connections. So, for instance, when I was working in retail, the low-life scum career criminals in this building that turned out to be a group of activists that are really just pedophile scum, given the fact that a number of them were listed in the sex offender registry posted on the wall of the E13 police station right around the corner. There were at least 3 registered sex offenders placed in Unit 88 directly next door to mine between 2013 and now. I will name them: Mark Collins, Michael Collins, Jason DaCosta. There was another registered sex offender named Jasmine Irizarry placed in Unit 78, also directly next door to my unit on the other side. Irizarry still resides in this building and is being continually permitted to engage in all kinds of surveillance-based crimes and criminal activities towards me and my family because she's also a talented hacker, according to her sponsor, the criminal himself, Oleg Aleseyev. He likes to brag that Jasmine Irizarry is able to get into anything and can, quote, take care of anything. And Irizarry herself has literally mimicked those exact words in writing on social media, making written comments on my videos claiming that, quote, she takes care of problems. Taking care of problems is very different than solving them. When you solve a problem, you find a solution to it. When you take care of a problem, you do something to make it go away, regardless of whether it is solved or not. That often means engaging in criminal activities. And right now, the career criminals and pedophiles in the units surrounding mine, starting with Irizarry, but there's also a few across the street, such as Charles Thomas, a registered sex offender and career thug, such as, who else? I know, Wena Rodriguez, a psycho who physically assaulted me violently when I was walking back towards the building late at night after coming home from work. He literally ran across the street at me, screaming and shouting, was hitting me in the back of the head, trying to grab my phone, gave me whiplash because he was literally trying to get my head in a headlock. There was another psycho named, man, I can't even remember these pieces of shit names, even though they physically assaulted me and put me in the hospital as a result of these physical assaults. What was his name? Hurtado. That's right. Eduardo Hurtado, another career low-life thug associated with the Greenville group, who violently assaulted me one night also when I was walking home from work late at night from the number 39 bus to this building complex. Mr. Hurtado violently assaulted me by kicking me in the stomach, repeatedly grabbing my hair, having me in a headlock and hitting me in the back of the head, giving me a concussion, taking my keys, taking my pepper spray, running off with those items. And then when the Boston police arrived, they found Mr. Hurtado screaming and shouting and acting like a psycho and having my personal effects in his pockets. These are all low-life scum associated with the Greenville group. Hurtado, Rodriguez, Charles Thomas, they're all tenants of the Greenville group, or one-time tenants of the Greenville group, or have associations with the Greenville group. And so what the Greenville group has been doing is defaming me, starting with the police station. Mr. Eliseyev has repeatedly made blatant and audible comments in my presence to his attorneys, to inspectional services inspectors, to police officers right in front of me that I am a hooker and that I am crazy. So the police, being kind of stupid and not really investigating things, believe Mr. Eliseyev because he happens to be a person of importance in this building complex, which is really just a RICO case waiting to be filed. So this is my message to the idiots who buy into the lies and defamation of Jasmine Irizarry, the BLM psycho trash who hate stock women, who are crammed in large numbers in this building complex, the low-life thugs that have nothing else to do other than harassing and assaulting women, and the Boston police. This is my message. Go for it. Please investigate me. Look into all of my records. Look into all of my medical history. You will find nothing. Trust me, you will find nothing. Go through the 5 years worth of photos that I have stored on Google from every single cell phone that I've had in the last few years. You will find absolutely nothing incriminating in any of those photos. Why? Because I don't do anything that would incriminate me in any way, in any shape or form, not privately, not personally, not professionally. So go for it. Just investigate me. Do I do anything wrong? Do I do anything illegal? No. Everything I do is legal. And I know that because I know the law. I know what boundaries to step out of occasionally and still be within my rights. Go for it. Leave no stone unturned where I am concerned, you pathetic morons, because you're just wasting your time and you're just a waste of time yourself. Good luck. Have fun, bitches. And please, again, leave no stone unturned where I'm concerned. Go through my entire 52-year medical history. You will find nothing unusual, nothing incriminating, nothing that you want to find, because it's not there. You're making up stories about me, and the truth will always come out. And the truth is that you have nothing on me because there's nothing there for you. Nothing at all. I've lived a very decent life. I've never done drugs. Okay, fine. I smoked weed in college and in my 20s. Well, you know, who didn't, right? It was the 90s. There was also a lot of grunge. Don't like marijuana. It puts me to sleep. Never done anything else. Oh, no, that's not true. My ex-boyfriend, a fantastic lover, gave me mushrooms one time in 1998. Did I like mushrooms? No, they made me dizzy and feel weird. Yeah, I did mushrooms actually once. His name was Ray. You can try to find him too. Good luck with that, though. I think he moved. So you know what? You have nothing. But good luck and have fun wasting your time as you've been doing for 13 years now. Good luck. Have fun. Have a nice life. Leave me alone. Bye.